In the last video, we understood that inflation will eat your money, where you will put all your money into the mouth of the inflation and work day and night to reach your financial goals. But if you understand the power of compounding, then you can multiply your income. Compounding is the process in which an asset's earnings, from either capital gains or interest, are reinvested to generate additional earnings over time. Let me explain using a story. I recently came across one such story that offers a valuable lesson on the power of compounding. The Indian fable known as the Legend of Paul Pasam involves a local king, Lord Krishna, and a game of chess. The king was renowned for his love of chess, and would infamously challenge wise visitors to play a game with him. The king would offer his opponent any treasure or prize he wished if the challenger could best the king in their match. One day, a traveling sage arrived in the realm, Krishna in disguise, and was challenged to a game by the king. When asked to name his desired reward, the sage noted that he was a man of modest means, and did not need much. All he wanted was a few grains of rice, placed on the chessboard in the following manner: every square would have double its predecessor. So, there would be 1 grain of rice in the first square, 2 grains in the second square, 4 in the third square, 8 in the fourth square, 16 in the fifth square, and so on. The king agreed, and they started the match. Much to the king's surprise, he was beaten by the sage. A man of his word, the king had a bag of rice brought out to the chessboard. He began placing the grains of rice on the board, as was their agreement. But the king quickly realized that he could not pay his debt. The exponential growth after each subsequent square on the board was much larger than he imagined. On the 20th square, the king would have had to put 1 million grains of rice. The 40th square would require 1 billion grains of rice. And, finally, on the 64th square, the king would have had to put more than 18 quintillion grains of rice. At this point, Krishna revealed his true identity and told the king he did not have to pay his debt just then but could do so over time, much to the king's relief. This simple story is a potent illustration of the often unexpected power of exponential growth and compounding. We talk a lot about compounding, and how it helps the rich get richer. Sure, that is true. 10% of $1 billion is $10 million, after all. But at its heart, compounding is just the mathematics of how growth can work, whether you're wealthy or not. Landvanyavamshani states that Krishna can be inferred to have lived between 3227 BCE to 3102 BCE from the Puranas. Let us calculate the total sum asked by the Lord Krishna. If we put rice grain exponentially in all 64 squares, then the total grains is 2 to the power of 63. 2 to the power of 63 equals 9 quintillion 223 quadrillion 372 trillion 36 billion 854 million 775,808. I know the number is huge. Let me simplify it. 9 quintillion 223 quadrillion 372 trillion 36 billion 854 million 775,808 rice grains divided by 55,000 equals 167 trillion 697 billion 673 million 397,360 kilograms. The average price of rice in the world market is $1. Then the total sum asked by Lord Krishna from that king is $167 trillion. $167 trillion. That is a shocking figure because the world economy itself is $80 trillion. This is the power of compounding. Albert Einstein is reputed to have said,
"Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it."
It takes more time to compound wealth in the real world, but that doesn't make the principles of compounding any less powerful. Take Warren Buffett as an example. Warren Buffett is worth over $85 billion. Warren Buffett compounded his wealth through a specific type of investment. Once he quoted that,
"My wealth has come from a combination of living in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest."
Most people can take advantage of compound interest as well. Do you want to get the compounded return every year? Then you have to understand the power of compounding. To understand the power of compounding, you can read the book called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. One of the best books on compounding. Even you can listen to this audiobook for free. Yes, totally free. Go to description box and try Audible free trial for 1 month. There is a link in the description box and just click on that link. If you like this video, then share this with your friends and do not forget to comment your opinion in the comment box. Have a nice day.